Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. My name is Adrian Niculescu. I'm a co-founder of ShopMarketingApps.com, which is an aggregator of the best software and training tools on the planet. And the purpose of this podcast is to introduce you to the brightest minds in the software industry and the people who are the real disruptors these days. And I have a friend with me, Mehdi. We call him Mehdi, but in reality, his name is pronounced Madhav Dutta. Okay.
And you pronounce it so correctly. You called it so correctly, yeah.
You know, even in UK, where I spend a lot of time, most of the people I'm dealing with have Indian names and
Yeah.
big combination between English and Indian. So at least I need to do some research in how to pronounce correctly the names here.
Yeah.
We've run in circles for around 2 weeks to have this meeting. So finally we do it. I want to ask you, how did you start your entrepreneurship journey, and why software? Why tools for helping people to develop their online marketing skills? Why?
Okay, so first of all, Adrian, thank you so much for having me in your show. Okay, so how I started. Okay, so in 2010, before that, I was doing my job. I worked with some multinational companies, some startups. I was part of some really good startups. We sold the company to Microsoft. So in 2009, I just quit my job. In 2010 January, I started my entrepreneurship journey, and we started working on a product. But at that time, I was 24, and I didn't have the idea about how to acquire users, or how to get a capital or investment, or many other things. So suddenly I realized that this show will not run without capital. You have to have cash to burn to move forward. So to generate some money, we started working on some products, and slowly we moved to the service industry. And within 4 years, we scaled the whole business. And in 2015, we had a team of 120 plus people, and we used to work for some small medium enterprises, some enterprises like PepsiCo or Avis Car Rental. These were the customers, the clients, and some small medium enterprises, some startups as well. And that time in 2011, I met some good internet marketers, some very successful authors, like okay, I don't want to take name, but some big authors. And then I realized how this internet marketing, or how this whole internet business actually works. So in 2015, I sold this company and started working on products. And 2017, sorry, in 2017, just started this new venture, Mintware Ventures Private Limited. And this company, actually, we've been working on this whole suite of products. So right now we have 6 products in this suite, and every product is very integrated. So let's say if you want to create funnels, we have product for that inside the suite. And the suite works with a single sign-in, so you don't have to manage your multiple credentials. You can just use your single login ID and password to access all the products. And this whole ecosystem actually is so integrated that you don't have to worry about leads, or you don't have to integrate applications or other softwares multiple times. You can just connect every, let's say, PayPal or Stripe. You can connect once, and you can use it in all your applications, like webinar applications. We have meeting application, we have funnel builder, and we have now this new coaching platform. I mean, it's a kind of a knowledge commerce platform, kind of a learning management system we are coming up with. So after launching 4 or 5 like products and generated almost $2 million in the revenue in last 14, 15 months, I've realized that like we should like this platform, this whole new market, this like knowledge commerce industry, which is like already growing, right? It would be $345 billion by 2021. So like I decided to like work on something like like so we can actually like yeah deliver something really good, because there are a couple of tools available in the market, but they are marketplaces, right? It's not, there's no solid like learning management system available. Yeah, so that's how I started. Sorry.
Which was the hardest moment, if you had one, when you said, "Gosh,
Yeah.
I will quit. I don't want to go further." If you have such a
The
moment.
hardest, you believe it or not, but in 2010, when I just wanted to, because I came from a very lower middle class family, right? In my family, nobody did business. In 2010, I just like I talked to my dad. I was like, Dad, I want to do business. Like, he was like, okay, I mean, you are doing a good job. I mean, you are making good money, and why do you want to do this? I was like, okay, just I have an idea. I want to develop it, and I want to like launch it, and I can acquire people. I can. This is the whole kind of a very integrated and very like kind of a system where we can. It was a kind of a social network that time in 2010, but about Quora. Quora was not there at that time, so I just wanted to make a Quora. Right, the whole idea about this whole product which I was working on, there was a guy, like I was working with the partner who left me later, but it was a really good idea. And then Quora came later, and Quora writes like crazy platform. So, but at that time I didn't know about the moment of leaving job and like moving into like working on a business. I mean, on a product. We spent 11 months to working on a product, and after 11 months, moving to the service instead of like get stick with the product. That was a very hard decision. Like we've been working on something from last 11 months, and we don't know how to actually launch it, how to release it, how to acquire users, how to like first chicken situation. So that was very, very crucial time. Then I decided to move into, okay, let's make softwares for others. Like we are good in making software, so let's encash that. Or let's like there was a time when we didn't have money to sustain, so had to like get projects from freelancer or guru.com. Then started working on that, then established the whole company. Yeah, so
most of the Indian companies I know, they have no less than 100 employees. How can you build such teams of 100 people so fast? It's like everybody's doing that.
Okay, so first of all, like it's cheap to hire people, right? Comparatively, when you're charging in dollars and you're hiring people and paying them in Indian rupees or like other currency, it's like cheap. Comparatively, it's like average $1,000. Like you can get a very good resource. And first thing, second thing, you get projects. I was like, there was a time when I used to have 30, 35 projects ongoing every day. It's like, like ongoing work. And if you have 2, 3 people, 4 people on a project, you need 100 plus people. So there was a time when you had like enough projects in the market. Like people used to trust on like on the developers. Then like it's kind of a gold rush time especially from 2005 till 2015. The 10 years people made money. Like I also made money, but yeah, that was a good time for a service industry, especially in software industry, right? Right now I have a very small team. Right now we are 16 people, 16, and I don't have intention to have, like more than 20, 25 people. That's the maximum I can afford, or I want to have people, like, because having big teams like is kind of a chaos. Like human management is the most difficult task. It's a challenge which I personally felt. Yeah.
And anyway, when you are creating products, it's much easier to scale using the technology, because
Exactly.
in the service business, or when you are doing outsourcing, automatically when you scale the business, right, you need to scale the team. It's
Exactly. So if you have another project, you need more people. If you like, if and it's a challenge to like paying salaries, because sometimes you don't have projects and then still you are paying them. There are people who are sitting on bench and they are not productive, but like you have to manage this, or you have to just push your sales team to get more projects, and that is like yeah, it's kind of a challenging thing. But like when you see the product which you have developed, and the product actually, after a couple of months, the product raised $2 million in funding, $5 million in funding. That time you realize, what are you doing actually? Like you are putting your time, efforts, money, energy in building someone else's dream, right? Which is good. Like you are making money, but I always wanted to be in product side. I just had to like moved into the services. Just it was not my like active choice, but yeah, kind of. I had to do that just
you,
to generate capital.
you wanted to be the mover and shaker, not also to build to build the toy for other people's who are movers and shakers, right? It's
Yeah, I mean, it was good experience. I learned a lot, like that. In those 5 years, I have understood, and I learned how to sell, how to market, how to acquire users, how to manage people, your team, how to build team. Team building is a challenge itself. Like to have people who have this whole trust on you, and the people who look up to you. To earn those people is a biggest challenge. In those 5 years, I've learned that I have, like there are people who've been working with me from last 7, 8 years, and like in my team right now, I faced some, like a trouble time, some, like everybody faces some ups and downs in the life. So I was also part of that. The whole game, it was like, like when you sold the company, you have nothing to do, but you have a product which is being done. Sometimes you get irritated because you've been, you've been doing something else from the last couple of years. Then suddenly you have nothing to do. You are just to have a one product to make, and have a small team. Sometimes you feel lighter, but sometimes you feel, kind of when you get used to this whole chaos. You know what I mean, right?
I can totally relate.
Yeah.
Tell me something more about the new jewel in the suite. I'm talking about Coach Zippy.
coachzippy, yeah.
What is all about? Because I just received the account and I want to dig in, but I want to hear from you first what is all about.
Okay. So first of all, to know coachzippy, you have to understand the knowledge commerce market. I'm sure you know about that, but let me
Yeah,
let
yeah.
me
I'm
tell you your
part of
audience.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
part of.
So you have
Tai Lopez calls it the knowledge society. It's a knowledge society.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's like when it's the process of sharing know-how and skills using a virtual platform in exchange of monetary subscription or something, or monetary, like exchange or money. That is like a knowledge commerce. It's like when there's information is available on YouTube and on other platforms like Udemy, or like Udemy is a kind of a e-learning, but I would say like some open platform like YouTube or any other Vimeo or any other video platform, or on Google, on blogs. But when information, like you are exchanging information with money, or with some monetary subscription, that is kind of a like a knowledge business, right? Knowledge commerce. So it's like a when you are monetizing your information, you're monetizing your know-how skills, you're monetizing your knowledge. So sometimes people get confused between e-learning and e-commerce business, but e-learning is something like you have to upload your content on some other marketplace, like, so people, I'm talking about the people, the authors, the owners who are actually, or the business owners who are actually selling information or selling knowledge, right? So you sometimes in e-learning things, you have to upload your content on other marketplaces like Udemy or Coursera or Lynda, or like you are selling on other platforms, and there's an option where you can upload your whole content, you can create a portfolio, but there are other creators as well. It's not your personal branding. You are not creating your branding recall value, right? You are not creating you're not building your own audience. So when we are talking about e-commerce, like knowledge commerce, sorry, we're talking about the whole learning management system and dedicated learning management system, which is where you are hosting your courses on your own domain name. You are building your own brand. You are controlling the all price, branding, formatting, and emails, all email automation, right? When you are building your subscription list or the user list, right? When I'm talking about when the members are signing up on your platform, they are getting your customized emails, right? It's like Tai Lopez, right? Tai Lopez is using some learning management system. Mm-hmm. So you can actually go there and you can like subscribe for the website. But it's not about just having a membership website. CoachZippy is a complete virtual learning like experience. It creates a complete virtual learning experience. So what you can do, you can create membership sites. It's a part of Mintware Suite, so you can connect multiple like apps. Okay, you have a very centralized communication hub. So when I'm saying communication hub, I'm talking about the kind of a community hub of all the members or the people who are using your platform. Let's say you are running a school, or you have a couple of courses over there, and every particular course somebody has joined and he wants to have an open communication or open conversation about the particular information or knowledge. He can open a thread. It's not a blog, but it's a real-time communication. So let's say 1,000 people are live and they can communicate about that particular course the real time, right? Somebody's typing, somebody's replying. You don't have to refresh. It's all the latest technology, right? We are using the all Google Firebase system, and like all latest technologies, kind of like WebRTC to stream, and videos are very secured. And there are a couple of things like you can like create your store. Let's say you are a gardener, or you are a beautician, and beautician is something like like creating courses how to do this kind of a makeup. But as well as if like they can actually create their store as well, so they can sell the products. Let's say some brushes or some makeup kit, right? So you can actually create store as well, like along with the course. So that's how you can actually use CoachZippy. I'll give you more information about the product.
What the first company I saw doing that very well was Mind Valley, and I saw that the trend today is towards very, very personalized communication and a very good personalized experience for the learner, for the user, for the buyer. And of course, when you are part of large marketplaces, it's very easy, let's say, to get the first users, or also it's okay to be there for diversification, but having everything on under one roof on your platform, under your brand name, makes all the difference long term.
Yeah, and the beauty of this learning management system is it comes with the white label solution. So you can create your own website or own whole own learning management system in your own language, with your own branding, at your own price. You can connect multiple payment gateways, as well as if you don't have a payment gateway, you can use our own wallet. So you can actually start selling at day one. If you don't have any, like content is a challenge, and there are other challenges as well, like capital to invest. People don't know where to start from, and they don't have human resources to generate content or to design or to develop the whole LMS, or they don't know how to promote it, how to sell it. So there are multiple challenges. So we actually try to fill these gaps, by coachzippy. So coachzippy actually helps you to create content as well as promoting it, selling it, managing it. It creates a community. So it's engaging your users, your consumers, as well as it is it gives a proper kind of a communication channel. So you can actually give proper support or post sale support to your users. So it comes with a 360-degree knowledge commerce platform.
Where do you see this platform in 5 years from now? Because
I don't have any plan for 5 years, but I have a plan for 2 years.
Okay.
And for the December 2020, we are, first of all, before that, after 24th, we have a 7 days launch. This is 31st. So from the 1st of February, it would be on monthly subscription, monthly recurring, right? We are not planning to, selling it further at one-time price. First thing. Second thing, we are going to, make it a part of our suite, and we are launching our whole suite at monthly subscription. The work has already been done. Mm-hmm. We have our website ready. We have everything integrated. All integration is done. Our affiliate system is already done. So we are going to launch it. So it would be a part of the whole suite from the 1st of February. The second thing, till the December 2020, our target to have at least 20,000 active users in this community. I'm sorry. So 20,000 users, when I'm saying 20,000 users, I'm talking about the active users, the people who are actually selling or using the system or selling the products, right? Yeah. And after 2 years, within the 2 years, we have some plans, but till December 2020, there's a plan to have a solid community where people are using the products. And I always believe in releasing updates, monthly updates or quarterly updates. So yeah, this is the plan for the first year. It would be making this platform solid. And right now it's very, very intuitive and very neat, clean, and very sustainable. But there are a couple of, we have already given access to almost 200 plus beta users, and we got tremendous amazing updates or feedbacks and some feature requests. So we have implemented, and we are still working on that. And in future, we'll keep working on the system to make it better and better every day. That's the plan till December 2020. The product is 100% ready. It's tested. We are coming up with some courses already. During the launch, we will provide some ready courses to our audience, to the users, so they will start selling at day one.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. I said I can't wait to dig into the system to upload some.
For sure.
To start selling and to start using it. I want to thank you very much for being part of this show, the podcast of ShopMarketingApps. And whenever you will
read
some great new tools, I will hunt you down to come back to have another discussions. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.